The federal government has deployed a passport intervention team to the United Kingdom to process pending new and renewal applications by Nigerians in the diaspora. In a statement by the Nigeria Immigration Service, the team, dispatched on the directive of Minister of Interior Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, arrives today and will work with the Nigerian High Commission to speed up passport enrollment and processing. According to the NIS, the team will visit designated cities across the UK to conduct passport enrollment and processing. The statement also mentions that intervention is open to applicants with pending passport applications, new applicants and holders of passports with less than 1 year before expiry who wish to apply for renewal. For a smooth exercise, the NIS says it would release a detailed schedule for the intervention across UK cities. Joining me on the news at 7 is law lecturer at the University of Hull, Dr. Misbah Lateef, for more on this matter. Dr. Lateef, well, I don't know if you are experiencing this, but perhaps you've interacted with a few Nigerians in the diaspora who are experiencing challenges with their passports. How bad was the situation in the UK to have necessitated the federal government deploying a passport intervention team there?
Well, I've actually experienced it, and I would say I'm also experiencing it even as I speak now. I experienced it like 3 years ago when I had to renew my passport, and I had to wait for like 6 months before I could get a date scheduled for data capturing, and that is where I think the problem lies. And also, I'm also experiencing it now because I have a member of my family whose passport expired this June, and we had to apply for a renewal. And when we got to the portal to make the application, we realized that the only available date was a date in late November. Now, you see, the challenge here is that for an average Nigerian, like me, who is an immigrant in the UK, the Nigerian passport is not just a booklet or a travel document. It is a legal, breath of air, if you like, because the passport is the most, important document that we all carry as immigrants. This is the document you use sometimes to prove your status, your legal status, the document you use to open bank account, the document you use to relate with the Home Office, the document you use to even get job, and even sometimes to do a driving test and all of that. So for people, therefore, to now have challenges or hiccup associated with renewing such a document, then you can then imagine how agonizing and troubling, that can be.
Now,
and this is what I think all of us go through here in the UK.
All right, but now the federal government is stepping in. How confident are you that this intervention would clear all pending issues generated?
Well, I think it's actually commendable that the federal government has stepped in. This is something that is long overdue. But then, as they say, it is better late than never. Yeah, this is a temporary, I would say, approach, maybe typical of what we call emergency or approach that we do things in Nigeria. But I can only hope that they will bring a permanent solution to what is actually a chaotic, permanent problem. And the problem is this. The UK is a very large country, as you know. You have England, you have Wales, you have Northern Ireland, and you have Scotland. For all of these components of the UK, we have only one central processing hub in London. So you can then imagine that for a population of Nigerian immigrants in UK, which is estimated at over 500,000 or thereabout, you have everybody travel down to London, the traveling cost, the experience, and all of that. So the permanent solution, therefore, would be to have multiple processing centers across the UK, aside London. And I think that is what would bring the permanent relief that we all crave for. But then, like I said, it is commendable that the government has listened for once, and they are coming at this time. And I can only hope that their emergency or temporary measure will bring the kind of relief that all of us are actually expecting.
Indeed, because this is a special intervention, and you yourself have mentioned that it is temporary, so that sustainability is key. But from your interaction with Nigerians since this news broke, what has been their expression, what has been their confidence and assurance in the process?
Well, it has been a mixed feeling of excitement. Like I told you earlier, I'm also experiencing it. I'm actually waiting for a data capturing sometime in November. So it has been a mixed feeling of excitement and hope. And I can say, well, we are confident that hopefully this will bring a permanent, sustainable solution. But then the truth is that until then, you never can really tell. So we are hopeful and we are expecting that this will actually resolve the problem. It is very agonizing. I can tell you that for free. And if you compare that to what people experience in Nigeria, and that's the irony, if you like, I understand that the same process takes few weeks to process in Nigeria. So, and I must also clarify, if you like, that in the UK, really, the problem is not about the issuance of the passport. The problem is about getting a date for data capturing. Typically, once you are captured, the passport is issued in the next 2 or 3 days. I've experienced that as well. But the problem is data capturing, getting a date.
All right, Dr. Lateef, law lecturer at the University of Hull. Dr. Misbah Lateef, thank you for sharing your experience. I hope we can talk to you again when the team arrives and the process gets underway to see how it turns out. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Absolutely. Thank you.